to waking up famous. Yeah, I know me. I'm dangerous.
Casual boxing talk.
Yeah. What's good? Scooter Powell, the casual boxing fan, aka the Ghost Rider of boxing. What's poppin'? Yeah, I'm back live and in full effect. Boom, Melcar X, what's good, fam? He on his way, just rolling his dreads and trees. That's what's up. I'm here, fam. Yeah. So we gonna warm the room up a little bit. We're gonna let the room warm up a little bit. You know, I'm up here chopping something up, you know what I'm saying? I'm up here chopping something up. I went live in the middle of chopping something up, and I'm about to drop it right here real quick on y'all, man. You know, cause it is what it is. You know, casual boxing talk. We try to keep it real and bring the people what they want. We up all night, so I'm gonna be here for a minute, man. So I seen Shakur on Gilbert Arenas podcast the other day, man, and you know, he was talking like the fight between him and Tio gonna be like who's gonna be the face of the new school, you know. And I don't know about that, Slim. But cause it's a lot of fire fights, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of got a great talent out here in the game, bruh. And I think that's an important fight for boxing. I would definitely agree with that part. But to claim that that's going to be the leader of the new school, I don't know, man. I don't know. And furthermore, it goes to show me that I was right about Cool. Because, you know, his mans is like going through it right now. He's on the shelf. He crashed out. Keyshawn Davis. Everybody was saying Keyshawn Davis is better than this dude, man. Everybody. I'm for real. Yo, what's good, Melcar X? Peace, man. Salute. Yo, everybody was saying it. Tank was saying it. Cam was saying it. I mean, and it was a lot of niggas out there saying that, man. Yo, G go crazy. What's good? Welcome to the party, King. Yeah, so it was a lot of people out there saying this, man. You know, and it's just so convenient that once your man's is on the shelf, Keyshawn, I hope you seeing it, bruh. I hope you see it. I warned you, man. The Ghost Rider of boxing warned you that youngin was a snake, bruh. And he sunned you up, convinced you not to fight him, right? And he's jumping all around in the weight class you about to go into. He about to have the fight that he says is going to determine the future face of boxing in your new weight class. Yeah, that's your man's, right? Yeah. The same dude you rolled up on and said, "Are we gonna fight or what?" And he said 300 million. You gotta give us 300 million a piece, right? Like ridiculous numbers, right? And it goes to what I'm saying, man. It goes to what I'm saying. It's like obvious snake behavior. Boom. Charlie, I see you up there, man. I don't know why you ain't pop up in the chat though. I can see you in the corner, man. Yo, what's good, Charlie? Yo, welcome to the party, King. Yeah. So Melcar X is saying Keyshawn just needs a great performance. We live in a what have you done for me lately era. So he just needs to put the boot to ass. I agree. I just find it like crazy that his mans, who right now since Tank is joining the circus. Tank has joined the exhibition circus, and his OG, Terence Crawford, became undisputed in yet a third division. You know what I'm saying? He want to jump up in your new weight class, right? And fight the dudes you supposed to be fighting when you come back. You see what I'm saying? And it's saying these fights are the legacy for the next generation. Yo, Youngin a snake, bro. Youngin is a snake. And yo, real talk, Keyshawn. Man, yo, watch who you call your friends, Slim. Real talk, Keyshawn. Watch who you call your friends, cause that nigga's a snake, bruh. I'ma keep it real with you. Real. Yo, let them know G go crazy. Smash up the like. We up all night. Smash up the like. Miss Joe Webb, what's good, shawty? Yeah. Smash up the likes. Yeah, so I mean, did y'all see that joint? Oh, I'm about to play this joint, man. Hold on. I'm about to play this joint, man. Cause to me, it's real crazy work. crazy work. Yo, man's, cool. You supposed to be trying to unify. You supposed to be trying to unify and go undisputed like your homie did. 135 is Tank about to go to the circle. You all the belts and Tank got the WBO. You tell Tank, what's up? I'm trying to become undisputed. You still in the circus or what? Tank got to drop the belt. Then you go for it. But nah, you want to rob Shine off your youngin, off your little homie, right? And he ain't that much younger than you even. For real, bruh. Yo, say, what's good, King? What's good? Welcome to the party. Melcar X. As much as people like to talk shit about this era's fighters, these young niggas just need to fight to prove their greatness, cause these boys too talented to fade away. Facts, all facts. Tony, what's good? Salute. Welcome to the party, man. I'm gonna load this joint up real quick. I'm gonna load this video up. We're gonna watch this together, fam. Hold, let me load this video up real quick. Cause we gonna watch this shit, man. Cause one I can't stand is a snake. I can't stand me a snake, bruh. Real talk. It's loading up. And like Core proves, like I got this one part. Yo, Lock, what's good, Slim? Yeah. Yo, we up here. I got this one part I want y'all to see with Core. Cause like he jumping all around. And he's supposed to be unifying and trying to go undisputed at 35. And he's stepping on his boy toes. He taking advantage of his boy's situation.
I think it becomes who's the leader of the new school. So the winner of that fight becomes the leader of the next generation. Everybody know me and T.O. hell of a fighters. Everybody know we bad motherfuckers when it comes to that boxing. But the winner, whoever comes out on top, becomes the leader, becomes the face of, I ain't gonna say the sport of boxing yet because that's Terence Crawford, but behind him, who's next? And I think that fight gonna tell the difference.
Oh man, yo, snake. What I tell y'all, I know a snake when I see one. Hopefully y'all do too, right? So man, if y'all disagree with me, let me know. But that's a real snake move, and like that's supposed to be Keyshawn's fight. Cool's supposed to be unifying at 35. And like he even jumping up to 47 to want to fight niggas, bruh. Like for real talk. I don't know what's up with Youngin. It's just what you saying, Miss Joette. It's a fool. This fool is delusional. Yeah. So what you got? Who y'all got in that fight? I got Shakur in that fight. Yo, who y'all got though? But I think T.O. was gonna be his biggest test because T.O. is a real threat. T.O. can bang with you. You know what I'm saying? He's slick too. It's like T.O. ain't no joke. So Cool. I would love to see Cool go up to 140 and get humbled. I ain't gonna hold you. I just don't think it's gonna happen. Boxing with 2-4. What's good, King? Cool gonna cook him, right? Yeah, I know. But that's supposed to be Keyshawn Davis's food, though. And to keep it real, Keyshawn Davis and Teofimo Lopez is a better fight. It's gonna be a lot more action. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be a knockout. It's gonna be a war. Yo, cool. Matter of fact, if I'm Keyshawn, bro, it's kind of like, all right, cool. We got to fight now. Because I was in 35. I was playing the friend shit with you. And y'all could see that was starting to wear off until Keyshawn crashed out. Keyshawn was like looking forward to actually fighting Cool. He was getting to that point. And right now, you see, so the fact that Cool is stepping on his toes while he down, I feel that's messed up. And I like to know who y'all think would be the face of boxing. Because once Tank joined the circus and fight Jake Paul, I got him sitting down for at least 1.5 to 2 years and coming back to big fights. And like, so who would be the face? Because that's because, you know, 2-4. What you talking about, man? Yeah, Shakur should have let Keyshawn get him. That's Keyshawn's food, bruh. Keyshawn's in 40 now. He's sitting down because he crashed out. And you stepping all on his toes, bruh. Like this is that's not a friend, bro. Like I'm telling you now, Keyshawn, that nigga ain't your friend, Slim. Ain't your friend by any means, Slim. And for real, if you let him play you like this, you kind of slow. I thought you was smarter than that. That don't sound like the businessman to me. You gotta change your name to the dummy, right? Change your name from Keyshawn the businessman Davis to Keyshawn the big dummy Davis. Real talk. Let this Jersey nigga play you like that. What's good? What's good? Shakur got to get tired. Shakur get the Tank fight and let Keyshawn get T.O. Yeah, Tank, and for real, Tank wanted to fight him. I don't know if Tank still want to fight him though. Nobody knows what Tank's going to do. No, we don't. We know he about to fight Jake Paul in Miami though. We know he about to fight Jake Paul in Miami though. Boxing with 2-4, but Shakur know T.O. is an easier lick. T.O. might surprise you though. T.O. steps up to the level of his competition. Ask Vasily Lomachenko. He didn't beat a wash Lomachenko. Like, he beat a prime Lomachenko. We'll talk. Charlie, what's good, fam? Yeah. Yo, Joaquin, what's good? Yeah. I mean, like I said, so I'm glad to know I ain't the only one there, because I personally, like, I want to see the fight, but I see what he doing to his quote-unquote homie. And Shakur get mad when you question him about this shit. And I know why you get mad. You get mad because it's the truth, nigga. It's the truth, nigga. Boom, boom. Charlie. Hey, yo, you see Adrien Broner? He look crazy. Man, Adrien Broner is an alcoholic, Slim. He's an alcoholic. Cam'ron pulled him up. Cam'ron seen he was drunk, pulled him on the show, then embarrassed him. Right, but AB was pressing up on stacks. You know what I'm saying? On stat. So I ain't mad at Cam for doing what he did, but he kind of set the situation up. And then he's saying two different things too. Cam saying he said three different things. Right? He respectfully got his ass the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Paid him, got him the fuck up out of there. Then when he come back, he like, fuck this nigga a alky. Right? Oh, junkie, called him a junkie, all that, right? But then later he go live and be like, yeah, AB my mans, but you know, it was kind of like you coming in, pushing up on my little sister, right? So he saying a lot of different things. It sounded to me like typical New York nigga type shit. He played the nigga. The New York niggas is good for that. Real talk. Boom, Miss Joette. Yeah, I hope we get the best version of T.O. We will see the best version of T.O. when he fights Shakur. That's facts. Boxing with 2-4. That man been living off that win and washed Joshua Taylor since then. Yeah, I know. But his last fight, he looked good. He get tagged a lot and Shakur can't hurt him. And he's slick enough of a boxer to pose a problem. And I seen Shakur get rocked by William Zepeda. So, I don't know. T.O. is kind of a dangerous fight for Cool, even though I got Cool winning that. Melcar X. Shakur is mature enough with his game to be the big bro in the future if Tank goes into the sunset. I feel if Tank goes, it's Shakur as the money and as the money, and Mason and Mason are orbiting him. T.O. is the wild card though, in your opinion. Yeah. I mean, I don't think Shakur got what it take to be the face of boxing. Honestly, I think he don't got casual appeal. He don't, and he gets in with the wrong dude. He getting rocked. If Zepeda could rock you, Tank can knock you out, Slim. And you got a lot to work on. You still jump back in straight lines, bro. You still jump back in straight lines on the center line, and that's a key part to your game. And I think Tank could catch you and put you to sleep. Honestly, real talk. Charlie say AB more than an alcoholic. I wouldn't be surprised. AB a wild boy. Then the nigga paused boxing to go on tour with Lil Wayne. They said he want to be a rapper now. Yeah, AB is wild like that. Boxing with 2-4. T.O. ain't been performing lately, but that Barboza fight was decent. Yeah, I like that fight. That was a good fight in my opinion. Best fight of the night. That was the best fight of the night. Real talk. Miss Joette, Cam was so wrong for what he did. He said was so wrong for what he said about him behind his back. Yo, Cam is a typical New York nigga. That's that Harlem nigga. Yo, man, that's how them niggas is, bro. I mean, that's the land of the $150. That's the land where the niggas keep the razor blade under their tongue, right? Talk slick and come up behind you, try to slice you. That's the land of that. So, you know, AB a Cincinnati nigga. He should know better. Real talk. Them Ohio niggas know they gangster. Why can't mixed emotions? You got mixed emotions about what? AB and Cam or Shakur and T.O. Boom, boom. Tyrese, what's good? AB on that 211 Steel Reserve diet, huh, man? He probably still do be drinking that fucking disgusting shit. Real talk. Melcar X, textbook definition of a fighter that rises to the occasion. T.O. needs someone to put fear into him, and someone he can't lose to cause his ego will be pissed. Yeah. I think Shakur is the perfect fight for T.O., honestly. I think Shakur is a better fight than Keyshawn because I think Keyshawn puts him down. I think Keyshawn hurts him and puts him down. Shakur ain't doing that. From Tony, AB is doing way too much. You can't bring a hood nigga on the stage and expect him to act with class. Cam knew what he was doing. Cam invited a drunk AB on the show. Cam knew exactly what he was doing. That's fact. Just studied on him, right? Pulled out the man bag, pulled out some bands, you know what I'm saying? Got him off the show, like escorted him out, threw the little slick disc. Like, if you want to wait for us after the show, we could talk. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? You got to get the fuck up out of here. Then come back in the show, dissing the nigga. Straight dissing the nigga. Alky, junkie, all that. Right? And then try to clean it up later. So Cam showed that typical New York snake-like tendency. New York snakes, baby. Gotta watch me keep razor blades under their tongue, Slim. It's the land of the $150. Anthony Robinson, what's good? Sir, respectfully tell me what you saw. What I see with what? What I see with what? Boom, boom. Or if you even talking to me, why can't I? Yeah, AB still fighting. AB about to come back and get some bouts under his belt. Anthony Robinson, not sure about that. You gotta let me know what you talk about, man. Boom, boom. Boxing went too far. We can't forget about Abdullah, Brian Norman Jr., Boots in the best division to take over too. Yeah, that's why you see in that video, I put all the like he talking about he gonna be the face of boxing. I put all them faces in there. Like, you got a lot to overcome. You think you just gonna jump in and be the face of boxing? I don't think so, man. Like, and I ain't no cool hater. I just don't think he got star power, Slim. I don't think he got star power. He really don't. Miss Joette, he will never be the face of boxing. I agree with you. I think he knows his man Keyshawn Davis has that potential. Keyshawn actually has that potential because of his personality and how he fights, right? And I hope they don't like get this dude on meds and make him soft and stuff because, you know, and hopefully he takes this to heart that Shakur is actually playing him right now. Robbing his shine and playing, kicking him while he down and trying to act like he the homie. Shakur's a fake nigga, bro. He's a snake. Remember I told y'all that. Milk, not the face of boxing, but the biggest name and reputation, accolades, those still mean something to me. Yeah, Melcar, that's true, but check this out. Here in America, though, you got to have star power. And star power means casual appeal. Like, if you respected by the hardcores and loved by the casuals, you the face of boxing. That's what it takes. It takes the hardcores and the casuals. That's why Jake Paul ain't the face of boxing, because only casuals respect him, right? And not all the casuals. Only casuals respect him. There's no Rolly Romero, same thing, right? Only casuals respect Rolly. Like, for real talk. There are no hardcore. But see, Shakur got the hardcore fans, but very little casual appeal. Keyshawn can get both. That's why Shakur is doing typical Jersey snake shit. It's like basically stabbing him in his back, kicking him while he down, stepping on his toes while his boss, Bob Arum, is taking him out of the spotlight because he crashed out. And honestly, they could roll that crash out into more appeal. Look at AB. Look at Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner was a crash out, alcoholic, and undisciplined nigga that could fight and talk shit, right? So that means what? He could always sell fights. Keyshawn could you could run that crash out the same way. Real talk. And he more disciplined than AB. Joaquin, about to be Jake Paul face of boxing according to Bill. Bill, man, Bill, tell Bill get off the yak and the girl, man. Yeah, pimping Bill. We still ain't determined what type of pimp was Bill Haney back in the day. I think he was the Blackula pimp on Willie Dynamite. But we did it. We said, is he Goldie? Nah, he ain't Goldie. Pretty Tony? Nah, he wasn't Pretty Tony. You know, we had people say he was my man from I'ma Get You Sucker with the goldfish in the shoes. Like we had a few, man, but you know, we still got to determine what type of pimp was Bill Haney back in the day. Real talk. Anthony Robinson. Okay. Boxing with 2-4. If Boots can put on the same performances at 54, it's gonna be hard to overlook him. He gotta fight dudes like Virgil Ortiz though. Like facts. He do. He gotta stop wanting warm-up fights. Anthony Robinson, Cam was right. Yeah, I mean, like, I ain't saying Cam was wrong for what he did, but Cam also brought him to the show knowing that he drunk. And knowing he's AB. Cam know who AB is. I'm quite sure they hung out. Right? So Cam, in a way, kind of set him up. Real talk. And the fact that AB was going at Shorty on the stage like that was wrong. He wasn't wrong for putting him out. But you set him up to get put out. You bring a drunk nigga with no filter. You bring a drunk hood nigga with no filter on your show. You don't be surprised by anything that happens. You knew what you was doing when you brought him on that motherfucker. And you knew the nigga was drunk. And then you gonna kick him off and call him an alcoholic and a junkie. Nigga, he was the same thing when you brought him on your show. Come on, Slim. Come on, Cam. You can get the niggas with that. And I ain't even saying Cam was wrong for kicking him off because he had to. Because, you know what I'm saying, he protecting himself from a lawsuit. Because that was straight sexual harassment in the workplace. So Cam did the right thing. But he also set him up to do this so he could look good doing the right thing. He set the nigga up for that. And that's the part they ain't gonna slip by a nigga like me. I see that shit. I see exactly what Cam did, bro. And I fuck what it is. I watched the podcast. Him and Mason's a great team. Boxing with 2-4 facts. Anthony Morrell and Boots are definitely stars that need to be recognized and fights. Who's AM? Boom. Anthony Robinson. Cam was nice as hell, very respectful. It was smooth. It wasn't nice. It was smooth. Wasn't nothing nice about it. It was just smooth. Smooth as shit. Gangster. That was like grown man gangster shit what Cam did. But he set the nigga up for that though. That's the part. Keyshawn, watch that. You see that? That's a New York nigga taking advantage of somebody who a little slow. And when you off your mental, you get taken advantage of. Real talk. AB got played, basically. Anthony Robinson. I like Teo versus Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, that's a good fight. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a good fight. Miss Joette. After Tank, the next face of boxing will have to be a KO artist. Therefore, it'll never be cool. Yeah. You at least got to be a threat to get KOs. You know, you at least got to be banging, right? Whip boxing, Terence Crawford type nigga. You know what I'm saying? And we missed out on the Terence Crawford era. We sure enough did, but he still, for the hardcore boxing fans, it was the Terence Crawford era. And like that's another thing too. We could argue whose era has it been? Has it been Canelo, Tank Davis, or the Terence Crawford era? Because since Floyd retired, many would say it's been the Canelo Alvarez era, which would be hard to argue, right? But you had Tank Davis in there too, because you had Tank Davis and Canelo like making money in America and getting paid top dollar, right? And you had Terence Crawford, you had Errol Spence in there for a minute too. Terence Crawford came and fucked that up. So, like, as a hardcore boxing fan and a casual, salute to Terence Crawford. I'm glad he did what he did. He defied the odds because they were trying to shut him out. And he handled that. He handled that real G. So now it's like, what else can this nigga do? He's basically at the top of the mountain. But he's the face of boxing at 38 years old. Means his time is limited at the top of that hill. So I suggest if he wants to continue going for legacy, go down to 60 and try to become undisputed down there. Now that'd be an amazing feat. That would be an amazing feat. Mel Carr. Floyd proved the face of boxing doesn't have to be a KO artist. Yeah, but at the same time, when he was Pretty Boy, he was knocking niggas out. Pretty Boy Floyd had like a 90% knockout ratio. It wasn't until he became Money and moving up in weight with his hurt hands, he became the defensive specialist. But that's how good Floyd is. It's however you want to bring it. If he wanted to knock niggas out, he could. But he would have risked his hands. And he wanted the money for the next fight. So he fought smart. Right? But so by the time he became Money, he was already known as a dude that could knock you out. He was already known as a dude that don't duck no smoke. He was already known as a bad motherfucker. Right? When he knocked out Diego Corrales, nobody had him doing that. Niggas had him winning by decision at best. Nobody expected a knockout. Right? TKO. Right? It got stopped. Right? But at the same time, they had to stop it because he was going to keep falling down. Floyd was fucking that boy up. Real talk. Boom, boom. Back then, but now it's what everybody comes for. Okay. El Nino, you ever been to Harlem? Yeah, man, I've been to Harlem. Love Harlem. I love New York. I used to go to New York all the time when I was living on the East Coast. My brother lived up there. My brother stayed in Brooklyn, then he moved to Rockaway. So I'm real familiar with New York. So when I tell y'all that, what I'm saying, I'm not just speaking off shit I seen on TV. I spent a lot of time in New York. Real talk. I know New York. That's a fact. So I tell y'all, watch them snake niggas up there in New York. Like New Yorkers know I'm telling the truth. Miss Joette, cool, don't put asses in seats. Yeah, he can't be, he not a star like that. He could box, he just not a star. Boxing with 2-4, male card 100. You just got to be good enough for people to want to see you lose. That part. But Floyd also, before he became Money, was known for putting people down. Like he had 90% knockout ratio. Facts. Not just talk shit, but make people want to see you lose. Make them hate you. You got to make them hate you. AB had a gift for that too. AB had a gift for that. Anthony Robinson, Logan Paul is a wrestler and a good one. Jake Paul is not a boxer. It is what it is. Like people like Jake Paul has fans. He's got a strong casual fan base and he brings money and eyeballs to the sport of boxing. That part I'm not mad at. I don't trust the integrity of his fights though. The integrity of his fights, I don't trust him. I think like Tyson Fury, little brother Tommy Fury, was putting it on him. Right? He gave people the blueprint on how to handle him because he's got limited skills. He's basically a supersized Rolly Romero. Real talk. Rolly got more skills than the guy. But it is what it is. Boxing with 2-4, especially Tio. I know his little slow ass be trying to get people to hate him so he can have the Floyd effect. But we already know somebody with a good lateral movement and average boxing skills can beat him. Lomachenko couldn't beat him. Hold on. Yeah. Lomachenko couldn't beat him, Slim. He beat a prime Lomachenko. That's always going to be there. I'm never going to forget that part. Real talk. Scooter, what you think about the Ring magazine and Max Kellerman saying only 4 legit division champs, Pac-Man and Bud? I think that's bullshit in my opinion because it cancels Duran, Floyd, Hearns. Yeah, what the fuck? You can't trust Max Kellerman. He's sold out to the man. Max Kellerman is down with getting rid of the Muhammad Ali Act, right? Max Kellerman was swinging all on Dana White's some you know what, right? Max Kellerman is a liar. Like, I'm not even making that up. I don't even got to say allegedly. Like he has told outright lies, right? Like he said Floyd Mayweather had a rehydration clause when he fought Canelo Alvarez. Cap. And Max know better than that. Max Kellerman knows better than that. He just went on TV and lied, right? Max Kellerman has backed up. Max Kellerman was trying to erase Lomachenko's early losses on ESPN. So Max Kellerman has always been suspect, but now he's already crossed all the way over the line. You can't trust a word that come out of Max Kellerman's mouth. You can't trust him, Slim. You can't trust him. And him being okay with Dana White and Turki Al-Sheikh trying to do away with the Muhammad Ali Act, an act that was put in there for a reason to protect the fighters, right? And you and Max Kellerman supposed to be like this voice for the fighter? Nah, you can't trust Max. You can't trust Max. You can't trust Max. And Ring Magazine is Turki Al-Sheikh, and Turki is a casual with a whole lot of money. He's a Turki didn't like the way Terence Crawford beat Canelo Alvarez, right? But you had to respect it. Turki was on record. I want to see broken bones and blood and smashed faces. And man, shut your casual ass up and make sure the check clears, Turki. Turki, make sure the check clears. That's your job, all right? Real talk. Yeah, so you can't really trust them dudes, man. Boom. He was the kind of pimp that raised the simp. Talking about Bill Haney. Dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill, y'all. Yakking the girl, baby. Yakking the girl. Boom, yeah. Say Bill Haney was the one who told Bud to fight Canelo. Top tier CEO, what's good? Yeah. Cause you know Bill, like he like this with Vic, right? So Bill knew that they can get Bud right for the Canelo fight. I mean, he got the skills. The only issue was, could he take the power? That was the only issue. And rocking with Vic, you know what I'm saying? This the secret snack packs. And I'm not dissing Snack because everybody's favorite fighter on Snack. And Snack is not proven to be any type of steroid. So it's the secret snack pack. Facts. So like Bill knew about this shit. He said, yo, holla at Vic. You could beat Canelo. And they convinced Terence Crawford that he could beat Canelo. And everything else, Terence Crawford had all the physical attributes. Like the only thing was the size. That's all. That's all. The size and the power. Could he take that power? Not only did he take the power, he canceled out Canelo's most powerful shot with boxing skills. He smothered that hook to the body. He stayed in southpaw. Tip-tap, pawing that jab, semi-long guard, waiting for it to come. Every time Canelo was going to launch, he stepped back. Turki hated that shit. Yep. See what I'm saying? Like a lot of casuals hated that shit. But you had to respect it. And then Terence Crawford went in and started trading with him. Catching, shooting, right? Catching them. And then back, Canelo's feeling the shit. I mean, y'all watched it with me. We saw history. We witnessed history that day, that night, that evening. Boom, boom. Anthony Robinson, kinda, but okay. But AB was tripping totally. I mean, yeah. And Cam knew he was tripping when he brought him on the show. He set him up. Cam set that nigga up, Slim. Real talk. Joaquin, that's a good point. Cam knew what time it was. Yep. Cam knew the whole time. Like he was hoping AB went up there, you know what I'm saying, and just did some shenanigans and said some wild shit and bring views to the show. It's all about entertainment. Right? But then he also saw that he was going at Stat like that, man. Stat baby, right? And like he was going at her, right? But so I mean, but he wasn't being lewd or nothing. He was just being persistent. So he was persistently hitting on her. And she could come back and say, hey, that was harassment in the workplace. So Cam did what he had to do on that part. Like I say, I ain't mad at Cam for that, but I know Cam set the nigga up. Facts. Canelo Tank era. Bud good. He just didn't make the right moves earlier in his career. Clearly, we see now he could. Okay, fly on my screen. We see now he could have always done what Canelo did and move up, but he didn't. He waited. And he would be but he waited. He would have been big. He would have been big if he would have signed the PBC. Put it like that. If he would have signed the PBC, he would have had all the legacy fights early. Facts. He stayed with Top Rank because he didn't trust PBC. He didn't. Bob Arum consistently paid him And he was like, yo, I got a lot of kids. I know the check is in the mail with Bob. Why leave? Right? I mean, and like even Floyd Mayweather, who's part owner of PBC, was consistently saying Terence Crawford is the best fighter in boxing. Floyd has always said that. Real talk. The Ghost Rider of boxing is saying the same thing. Like, I wasn't surprised when he mopped the floor with Earl Spence. I knew that was gonna happen. Like, I knew, like, we missed out on the Terence Crawford era. We really did. Boom. Anthony Robinson. It's Bud Crawford. There's not a better double than EJ and Canelo. This is very good. Yeah. He took two out. He took them both out. Boom. Boxing with 2-4. If Shakur became a real body snatcher, he get a lot more stoppages. I see him hurt damn near every opponent to the body. He got the same type of power for sure. He got some type of power for sure. Just not no shit to be scared of. Okay. Yeah. When Cool was in the lower weight, like I said, when he was in 26 and 30, he was wrecking shop. Shakur Stevenson at 26 and 30 was a monster. Facts. He went to 35 and started having problems though. And now he want to jump up to 40? I don't know. Boom, Joaquin, did you see that Canelo fan crying? It was a lot of Canelo fans crying. I saw that joint too. Dude with the boxing gloves standing in front of the TV. That shit was hilarious. Milcar X, yeah, but that's fact. The greatest faces of boxing were all KO artists of sorts. Ali, Ray Leonard, Ray Robinson, Tyson. Yeah. Floyd kind of changed the game up with that. Roy Jones was the face of boxing at one point. He was knocking niggas out. Yeah, I mean, like, you got a point there, Milcar. Floyd was different though. Money changed it. Money changed the game. Tony, bro, Shakur and the body snatcher didn't even go together. Ha. That's because Shakur at 35 ain't the same as Shakur at 30. See, like, yo, he's right. What he's saying, he was basically talking about super featherweight and lightweight Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Featherweight and super featherweight Shakur. That's what he was talking about. Shakur at 26 and Shakur at 30. Right? But lightweight Shakur 135, he don't got the same power or nothing. His hands always hurt. He's not the same guy. Boxing with 2-4. Shakur just had the perfect opponent to raise his stardom. He beat Zepeda ass, but Zepeda's style made to get stopped by a sharp motherfucker like Shakur. Yeah, but he didn't stop Zepeda though. And Zepeda, as Shakur's very smart daughter said, almost knocked him out. We didn't almost knock him out, but he rocked him. He had him dancing on the ropes. That's for damn sure. Anthony Robinson, Jamaica, Queens. I know beautiful women from there. Oh, you better watch them, shawty. You fucking with a girl from Jamaica? Whew. You can't be soft with them chicks. Can't be soft with them. Like, nah, yo, watch your back. Jamaica Queen, yo, Queens ain't no joke. Boxing with 2-4. Cool at 30 was a beast, but at 35, he hasn't been as good so far. Facts, Joette. Facts. Let them know. Milcar X. There's a reason why the top grossing movies of all time has some of the best antagonists and villains. Ha. You get it. Vince McMahon is the one that schooled Floyd Mayweather on that. Real. Like I think that was the best thing Floyd did was go to WWE and fight the Big Show. Not because it gave him a break from boxing, because he got mentorship from Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon gave him game, and that game was solid as fuck. He came back with a different persona, a different personality, a different alias, a different style of fighting. Floyd came back as Money Mayweather. And that dude, people hated him. And he was the perfect antagonist for boxing. Even to this day, he carries that personality to this day. Real talk. Boom, Melcar. Get T.O. on his best day, and most fighters are fucked. I like that. I like that. Yeah, facts. T.O. is actually a problem. T.O. be Shakur's toughest fight, in my opinion. Joette, Boxing with 2-4 said, Miss Joette, I really believe his hands fucked up. He be having people hurt, then he let them escape just to pick it up and pick it up in the later rounds. Yeah, he takes rounds off, and I think he's doing that because of his hands. He's hurt his hands in every fight. He's had his last 4 fights. He's hurt his hands. He's hurt his hands in his last 4 fights. That's why I'm thinking like, bro, you might not really want to see T.O. He can make you look real bad, cool. He can make you look real bad. Miss Joette, yeah, his hands are fucked up for sure. I don't know how that's going to affect his career, to be honest. Yeah, he got to hurry up and get him in. That's why he's stepping on his boy Keyshawn Davis' toes. And that's why he'll never fight Keyshawn Davis. I think Keyshawn Davis should flip the script on that nigga. For real. I think Keyshawn, since he's stepping on you right now while you down, you should come back and flip the script on him. He all up in your weight class trying to eat your food, man. Disrespectful as fuck. Boom, Boxing with 2-4. Loma was coming off a layoff from helping his country during that situation. Just like Josh Taylor was coming off the gift and injury. T.O. a one-hit wonder with potential. Ha ha ha. Nah. Loma was active. Right? Loma was still that guy when T.O. whooped that ass. And that's a fact. Loma was that guy when T.O. whooped that ass. And not only that, a couple of years later, Loma came and whipped Devin Haney's ass and got robbed. And to me, that was amazing. What Lomachenko did to Devin Haney, I feel was his greatest fight. He got robbed. Even Shakur said that shit. Miss Joette, he just got to keep fighting Zepeda styles to make the fights entertaining for people to like seeing his action. But the thing is, he can't fight like that. He can't keep up that catch and shoot style. That's gonna bite him. He don't fight like that. Like the way he fought Zepeda, he did it intentionally. I feel Turkey forced him to fight like that. Terence Crawford ain't changed his style. Terence Crawford was very elusive against Canelo. Fuck what Turkey want. Fuck that. Make sure the check clear, nigga. That's all we care about with Turkey. Make sure that check clear. Shakur playing catch and shoot, that's going to get him hurt. Boom, boom. Stop it, Scooter. Victor is the biggest cheater in sports. And my favorite fighter ain't Snap. He got everybody. Vic got everybody. And yes, he's one of the biggest cheaters in sports history, right? But they have not proven Snack to be an anabolic steroid. It has shown none of the side effects, right? It is not given any of the lab results as any of the steroids. So, I mean, it is what it is. And yes, he's the biggest cheater in the history of sports. Yes, I'm not denying that. But until they prove with Snack is a steroid, I can't say it is. 2-4. He already said he ain't fighting like that ever again. He better not. He better not. Core better not ever fight like that again. That is not his style of fighting. Boxing with 2-4. They can keep selling Shakur fights saying his hands can go bad at any time, giving the opponents a better chance, especially a swarmer or somebody with decent power. If he get in there with somebody with decent power, he's going to go back to his old style. Right? And if his hands are hurt against somebody with power, you're going to see a repeat of Edwin De Los Santos. You will see a repeat of that shit. All facts. He almost knocked you out. Melcar X, talking about skill versus size. Who you got in Tank versus Jake? I'm hearing that the promoters are trying to make that a pro fight. It's one of the possible reasons it was moved to Florida, I think. I think Tank can't afford to take him lightly because he's a heavyweight. Tank is a far better boxer, right? And Tank has decent enough power to where he could probably make him take a knee if he hits him to the body. But Tank can't go in there playing around. He can't go in there doing what Mike Tyson did. He can't go in there biting his glove, right, and letting Jake Paul get away. And Jake Paul has a lot of flaws in his game. Tank needs to watch what he did against Rolly Romero, because Jake Paul's style is very similar to Rolly Romero's. They both do that stab jab, but they expose their whole face, right? One pivot and an uppercut could clock Jake. But would the power put him down? I think Tank will have enough power to put him down, right? Put him out, that's a different story. I don't think Tank can knock him out, but I think Tank can put him down. Real talk. And all Tank got to do is put him on his ass one time. Megastar. He's a megastar. And the size disadvantage is crazy. So for Tank, this has to be, if you Tank, you got to treat this as the biggest fight of your life. This is the most serious fight you've ever been in, because you can't afford to get knocked out by Jake Paul. And Jake Paul is totally capable of knocking that nigga out just off the size alone. So yeah, Tank got to come serious with that. Yeah, top tier CEO. I saw Turkey complaining to Dana White the whole fight. Yeah, and Dana was mad as hell because he bet on Canelo. So yeah, and like, they did not like the way Terence Crawford beat him. They didn't expect it. For real. Turkey a casual, bruh. He don't even like boxing for real. I'm gonna keep it 100. Turkey don't even like boxing for real, because he don't appreciate boxing. He wants to see fighting. Turkey need to go invest in the UFC. Real talk, because he don't like boxing. He don't. Anthony Robinson. I don't think it was weird. Terence Crawford took 1.5 years to gain 10 to 15 pounds. You don't need drugs for that. I mean, snack was a part of it. The training, he had to let his body heal. He about to turn 38 years old. I think that 1.5 years was essential to him beating Canelo and moving up like that. So I kind of agree with you. I think the rest did him well. He was 100% when he stepped in there with that guitar, El Mariachi style. Facts. Boom, 2-4. So you think Tank would beat him? Yeah, Tank could beat him. Tank could beat him. Bud needed Al Heyman in his ear. Bud ain't fuck with Al Heyman like that. He didn't. He ain't trust the PBC. Miss Joe Wet, he don't gotta fight like that. A motherfucker throwing 1,000 punches is somebody gonna be entertaining regardless, low key. Yeah, them Williams and Pay the volume punching style. And honestly, like, that's why I'm saying, like, if Floyd wasn't hating on Tank from behind the scenes, Zepeda should have been the first fight out of prison instead of Frank Martin. Facts. And if you couldn't get Frank Martin, if you couldn't get a fight after, you still could have got Zepeda. So, but PBC ran off with that Amazon bag. Y'all remember we sat here and watched that, because y'all got me to watch that joint with Shakur Stevenson on Sway in the morning, and you had Espinoza on there lying his ass off, still bringing up that mythical Amazon deal, lying his ass off, man. Boom. Boxing with 2-4. But I think Shakur can beat Tank too. I just don't believe Tank got to knock Shakur out to win. Besides, say it's like a 55-45 fight Tank way. I got Tank. The only way Shakur beats Tank is to go back to his running style. And if it's a Turkey Al Sheikh production, they're not going to let him win like that. Because you saw what Bud did. Bud still mixed it up, and Bud went hard in the 11th and 12th. And put the stamp on that victory. He even got in the center of the ring and was exchanging for a moment. You know? And Canelo was feeling his power. So Shakur ain't doing that with Tank. Because he gonna go to sleep if he do that with Tank. He damn sure ain't gonna play catch and shoot with Tank like he did with Zepeda. Tank is patient and calculating. He'll find a hole in that defense. He'll put you down, cool, and you know that shit. So the only way Shakur beats Tank is if it's not a Turkey Al Sheik production, right? And they scoring it purely on boxing, and they let him fight with the point system. Because Tank ain't gonna be fighting for points, but Shakur will have to fight. He'll have to be point boxing, amateur style, to beat Tank, and that's how I see it. Top tier CEO. I got Brian Norman stopping Devin. I'd like to see it, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's going to decision. That Devin's feet are too quick. His feet are too quick. He's on the track and field right now. Devin Haney's right now on the track and field at 2 a.m. He ain't even hit a boxing gym yet. Devin Haney ain't been to the boxing gym this whole camp. All his training has been on the track and field. Boom, boom. Boxing with 2-4. Say Devin finna cook that boy, huh, man? It's gonna be like, I'm intrigued by that fight. I'm very intrigued by that fight. That's a 50-50 fight to me. I can't call it. I mean, I'm calling it. I'm calling Brian Norman by decision. Mel Carr. I just thought of this, Scooter. After the Roach fight, you still think Tank beats Duran? Because I still remember that poll. Yeah, people saying to this day, I disagree. Duran was built different. Good. That's a good point, man. I think a focused Tank. Yeah, I think a focused Tank could actually beat Duran. But at the same time, Duran could beat the shit out of Tank as well. So I mean, it's a fantasy fight. But all I'm saying is I've seen Duran quit in a fight. I've seen Duran quit in a fight. I can't respect that. Like he literally like said, no more, no mas, waved his hand and walked away. Like, come on, man, what the fuck was that about? That was on pace to be a fire ass fight. For real, Leonard Duran too. That was a fire ass fight, and Duran quit in the middle of the fight. He fucked me up with that. That shit still bothers me. Like, I can't even watch that fight. Like, and Leonard was putting on a show, but Duran was still catching him, and he quit. So it's that part. That's what made me say Tank. Real talk. That's what made me say Tank in that. Because Duran quit in a fight. And I've seen Duran also get knocked the fuck out. Like, clean. I seen Tommy Hearns catch him clean and put him on his face. Like snoring, sleep, right? Tank got power and precision. And if Duran has quit and been knocked slam out, Tank has done neither one. That's why I said that. And there'll be a lot of people that disagree with me, but you saw the poll, Mel X. You saw the poll. I ain't by myself. Tay say, I heard Brian Norman knocked out Rashidi Ellis bad in sparring. I think Rashidi is better than Dev. Norman for the win. Rashidi Ellis is not better than Devin Haney, bro, in my opinion. I don't think so. I'm not judging Devin Haney off the Ryan Garcia loss, man. That was his dad. That was his dad more than anything. That was Bill Haney fucking shit up. Boom. Tank is a very excellent boxer also. And Shakur gets hit just like everybody else says. I think Tank would catch him every time and knock his ass out. There you go, Miss Joette. Same here. I got Tank putting that boy to sleep. Real talk. Boxing with 2-4. I said, Mel Carr, if Tank gets some lateral movement and keeps running Duran into some shit, no mas. I'm telling you, 2-4. I'm telling you. Like a prime Tank Davis is elite, bro. A focused prime Tank Davis is elite. Like facts. He'll hang with any lightweight in history. And I ain't saying he'll beat them all. And Duran is totally capable of beating them if we having these hypothetical fantasy fights. But a prime Tank Davis is skill for skill up there with all them lightweights, historically. That's my honest opinion. Melcar, no mas only happening if Duran comes in out of shape and cuts about 30 pounds of weight. But if he's prime and ready, ask Sugar Ray what happens. But see, like, it was mine because Duran beat Sugar Ray mentally, right? Sugar Ray didn't fight his fight in the brawl in Montreal. Ray did not fight his fight. He fought Duran's fight and paid the price. That because you know Duran was like calling him all types of punks and F words, calling him a ball player, and he never played ball. You know what I'm saying? Make it like hitting on his wife, like all of that shit, right? And he got in Ray's head, and Ray went there to beat him up. And like I remember that fight well. I've seen that fight damn near 50 plus times. I watch because I love watching that fight. That's a classic brawl. I love that fight, right? But at the same time, he quit in the next fight. I don't care what the excuse was. The Bama quit. And I seen Tommy Hearns put him to sleep. So, yeah. I think Tank got a better chin than Duran. Real talk. I think Tank packed a little more power than Duran. Real talk. I think they both elite skills. Tank has never quit and Tank has never been knocked out. And there'll be a lot of people that debate me on that and think I'm wrong as hell. But, you know, casual boxing talk, man. That's my casual opinion. Boom, boom. Anthony Robinson. Yeah, Teofimo is the 140 champion right now. And you saw the disrespectful shit Shakur said? He gonna take his belt then give it to Keyshawn Davis. Man, Keyshawn, you's a sucker, Slim. Keyshawn, you let Shakur do this, man. I'm gonna lose all respect for you, Slim. Cause Shakur telling the whole world you a bitch. Shakur's telling the whole world, Keyshawn, you a bitch. He is, bro. And you ain't smart enough to see what he doing? He calling you a dummy and a bitch. He sure enough is, bro. Key, I hope you hear this, man. Not your friend, Slim. Not your friend. He's playing. You've been playing you the whole time. Say, Lone robbed Jermaine Ortiz to even get the Devin Haney fight. So, we calling it even. I ain't touching that, Tay. I ain't touching that. We're going to the net top tier CEO. So Shakur's supposed to fight Tank with those brittle hands. He getting crushed. I agree. Tank puts him to sleep. I think he knows it too. He'll fight him for a bag. But the Davis boys are Shakur's biggest threat. No relation. Tank Keyshawn. Gervonta Keyshawn. Thinking the used to be businessman. Now just a crash out dummy. Keyshawn Davis is a crash test dummy, man. He's a crash test dummy. Emphasis on the dummy. Because Shakur is playing your dumb ass, Slim. Playing your dumb ass. Boxing with 2-4. I think Tank might be the first person to capitalize off Shakur leaning back with his shoulder drop. Yup. Yeah, we on the same page, 2-4. We on the same. Tank gonna catch him doing that shit. That's a habit at this point. Meaning he will revert back to that shit eventually. Even if he tries to work on it in camp, he will revert back to that shit. Jumping back in a straight line and dipping the side of the same. Tank will knock his block off. Tank will murder the boy, man. Anthony Robinson, he didn't. Good point. Terence Crawford for this fight. Boom, boom. That's right. He ain't do what Turkey want to do. Fuck what Turkey talking about. Clear the check, Turk. Make sure the check clear. I love how Tyson describes Duran. Tyson said when Duran said when Duran said to an op he KO'd that if he wasn't in shape, he would have put him in the morgue instead of the hospital. He got a hard on. That's weird, but cool. Man, Tyson just a fanboy of Duran, right? Tyson a fanboy of Duran. Tyson hate niggas like Floyd Mayweather, right? Tyson never liked Floyd Mayweather. This is a fact, right? Floyd Mayweather at 35 cooks Roberto Duran. Pretty boy Floyd Mayweather cooks Roberto Duran. He cooks Roberto Duran. I don't care what nobody say. Pretty boy Floyd Mayweather at 135, without a doubt, the total package in boxing. Better than Ray Robinson, better than Duran, better than any lightweight you could name, better than Tank Davis, better than any lightweight you could think of. Pretty Boy Floyd at 135 cooks whoever historically. The greatest of all time. And he would murder Duran. Real talk. You think Ray made that nigga quit? Shh. Put him in there with Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd. Watch what happened. Boom. Boxing with two. Tay saying boxing with 2-4. I think Tank having great footwork will make the KO even easier. Yeah, people sleep on Tank's overall skills. A focused Tank Davis is ferocious, man. Boom, boom. Miss Joette getting on Vic, right? That's because Victor made sure Vada didn't test for what's in snack. You believe in the videos. You believe in my boy videos. I hear you saying that nigga look real stupid right now for that Terence Crawford hate piece he did. Terence Crawford went in there and outboxed Canelo Alvarez. He outboxed him and made him feel his power. So that video aging like wet bread. Real talk. That nigga's video was aging like wet bread. Facts. Tony said Vic clearly said he knows how to pass the test. So why would they get got? That wouldn't make sense. I'm just saying, until you prove it. He said it, and if he's doing it, but see, like steroids has certain side effects, right? The acne, the shrinking up of the junk, right? The crash outs, right? The your head is still growing and growing and growing, right? Steroids do that to people. Snack has not done that to people. So we have not seen any side effects of anabolic steroids when it comes to snack. So it could be one thing if you passing the test, right? But passing the side effects as well, that means it's not steroids. You got to prove it to be a steroid, yo. In my opinion. Tay, Shakur got rocked by a jab. But they trying to say he was off balance. He was off balance after he got caught. He got knocked off balance. That's what happened. That nigga got knocked off balance. And Shakur ego not going to allow him to say that. You know? And that's why God spoke through his daughter. That was God talking through that little girl. He almost knocked you out, Slim. Like real talk. Oh, soft volume punching William Cepeda almost dropped you with a jab. My guy. That's a bad look. We all saw it, Shakur. We all saw it. Boom, boom. Tay, that makes sense. How you off balance and you squared up in the corner. Yep, exactly. He got knocked off balance. That's what a good shot to do, to knock your ass off balance. And that's what happened. Boom, boom. Shakur was finna load up on a punch before that jab and caught him and knocked him off balance. That's right. Knocked his ass off balance. He ain't slipped. He ain't tripped. He got caught. Boom, boom. Tony saying, I heard that it's all doctor's notes for a fertility steroid. Vada can't show the negative, even if they are, because the doctor's notes, it would be a breach in patient patient confidentiality. All right, Tony. So that's a long way to it's like saying all that. It's like you're trying to force it to be steroids. You got to force it to be the side effects of steroids are obvious. Like it's out there. It's out there. Go to ChatGPT. Look at the side effects of steroids. Then look at all the snack fighters. They are suffering none of the side effects of steroids. So I mean, like until I see that. Anthony Robinson, Bud Crawford, 7'5". I had Canelo. yeah. A lot of people did have Canelo, man. Should have been rocking with the Ghost Rider of boxing. A lot of people got paid because of my prediction. Like I broke the fight down so thoroughly, man, so thoroughly. And I mean, I had the entire Latin America on my neck. Yo, they was mad at me, Slim. They was mad at me, and I love going back and reading all them comments. That was the best part of the fight for me, other than the tips. right? Going back and reading all them comments. And respect to all the real ones who went back to them same comments and gave Terence Crawford his props. Salute to all of y'all, right? The real ones, not the punks, right, or the suckers who just act like they didn't say that or try to go back and delete the comment. I won't let you delete it. I'm keeping it up there. Yeah, you ain't know I could do that, did you? Yeah, all on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, them comments are hilarious at this point. Right, it was calling me names. They was mocking me. It was all of it, man. I loved every minute of it, and I appreciate it. One of my highest engagement videos, bar none. Boom, boom. Boxing with 2-4. I think Tank only fought Frank to get EJ a bag. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Yeah, because Errol Spence is boy, and Errol Spence didn't get paid everything he was supposed to get paid off of the Crawford loss. Because Floyd Mayweather and Al Haymon was pissed at him for fucking up the Canelo bag. They were going to have an in-house Canelo fight, and Errol Spence wanted to be the man, right, and be machismo and become undisputed and all that shit, right? And they looking at it like, nigga, we trying to get money. This is the business of boxing. Man, like, nigga, you a dinosaur. Don't have to fight. You lose and you finish. He had to fight. He lost. He finished. They didn't pay him everything. So, Tank being a good nigga, looked out for his homie. I agree. Boom, boom, to get EJ a bag. And low-key play mind games with Shakur since Jay Prince and them ain't come up off that little extra. Boom, boom. Yeah, that's right, because he was supposed to be fight, because Shakur was supposed to fight Frank Martin. I forgot about that. Yeah. Top tier. Tank can shine on Jake Paul if he take it seriously. He has to take it serious. He has to take it. If he go in there bullshitting, that'd be the dumbest thing he ever did in his life. He going to that Jake Paul fight bullshitting. You can't go in there bullshitting. He too big. You can't play around with that when the size difference is like that. Anthony Perez, yep, Devin is on the track training with Usain Bolt. I'm telling you, he there right now. 2 a.m. Devin Haney's on the track. He's doing sprints. He's doing wind sprints. Boom, boom. Mel Carr, the moment I saw Devin jumping and ducking hurdles, running around the track in the burning sun, I knew he's working them legs, working them slave legs. Yeah, like a runaway slave in that bitch. Yo, Devin Haney gonna be running for his life. Like, y'all thought y'all saw Shakur run against Edwin De Los Santos? Watch Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. But Devin gonna be more active with his hands, though. He gonna be throwing that jab like there is no tomorrow. He gonna be jabbing and check hooking and running the whole fight. Boom, boom. Mel Carr saying Leonard was smart and made the rematch immediately because he knew Duran gets out of shape after the fights. But that's Duran's fault. However, I feel you can't compromise Duran getting KO'd by Hearns at 54. I mean, you can't compare. You can't compare Duran getting KO'd by Hearns at 54 to Tank. I mean, Tank knocked out middleweights in sparring, Slim. Tank knocks out middleweight. He knocked out middleweights in sparring. He's dropped light heavyweights. So the boy got serious power. His power is to be respected. I'm just saying, Melka. So Tank put that work in with bigger fighters all the time. And if Duran is caught clean by Tank, I got him going down. I do. And Duran got quit in him. He got quit in him. He do. Duran has quit in him. If you quit once, you quit again. Melka. I respect the grind Duran came with as a fighter, but I acknowledge all his flaws. Last question of Duran. Do you think Tank could take 12 to 15 rounds of Marvin Hagler beating on him? Marvin Hagler took it easy on Duran, in my opinion. Marvin Hagler did shit like that. Marvin Hagler had such a disdain for Sugar Ray Leonard, right? He heavy sparred with Duran. Real talk, man. Like Marvin Hagler, like he's that type. Marvin Hagler never went for the kill against Duran. I watched the fight several times. He didn't fight Duran the same way he fought Tommy Hearns, right? And like he fucked up when he fought Sugar Ray Leonard because he felt he could outbox Sugar Ray Leonard instead of going for the gusto, going for blood, right? So Hagler, I feel Hagler gave Duran a break. Honestly, I look at the fight, I'm convinced. That's what I see. Hagler never went for the kill against Duran. It was a hard sparring session, in my opinion. Boxing with 2-4. Scooter Davis signed with Top Rank. Salute to Scooter Davis. I hope they start mixing them up at 35. Yeah, they're going to have to once Tank step away. They're going to have to. Melcar, I used to dip to the same side a lot until I got hit with a left hook and broke my nose and made me teary eyed for 2 days. Yeah, man, the nose broke do that. Whoo. Ooh. Let's see. Top 10. Bro, I watched a few highlights of Dev and Linares. And the one thing I noticed is Dev kept getting caught with that left hook. I think Norman can land something powerful too, bro. Like he can. Like I said, I want B to knock him out. But see, Dev was mixing it up with Linares. I remember that fight. Remember that Dev was mixing it up with Linares. Like he was in the clinch with him. He was catching and shooting with him. Right? Dev ain't gonna fight like that against B. We see he's on the track and field right now. He's literally on the track and field. He's done more road work than sparring for this. Kid Austin dragging JoJo down to 35 for his next fight for an easy KO. Bullshit fight. You fighting JoJo Diaz? Yo, salute to Kid Austin, man. Bouncing back off the hospital bed. Boom. Melcar, who has the better win over Canelo, Floyd or Bud? I'm going to say Bud. And they both had great wins over Canelo. I'm just going to say Bud because so many people had Bud not doing it. Bud was the extreme underdog. Even though I think Floyd Mayweather beat a better version of Canelo Alvarez. So if we're talking hardcore boxing, I mean, we got to look at both like pretty equal. But if I had to, I would say Bud. But Floyd did beat a better version of Canelo Alvarez. He beat a younger, strong version of him. Younger, faster. Boom, boom. Tony, if roids make your head grow, roach on that shit. Yo, Roach can't afford no more steroids. Rats and roaches. My man, Lawmont, rats and roaches. You see how Coach Calvin don't fuck with that shit he did. Coach Calvin don't fuck with that shit he did either. That lawsuit is straight fuck nigga shit. Straight up. Melcar, performance enhancing drugs don't have to be steroids these days. The science of drugs has evolved faster than the science of testing. But most people don't want to talk about that because ignorance is bliss. Hey man. Like you got a point with that. Like asthma medication. I forgot the fighter they was giving asthma medication to open up his lungs. I'm saying give him that second wind. Help a little bit with that second wind. You know, that's performance enhancing. That's definitely performance enhancing. Anthony Robinson say Cam was right in every way, huh, man? Cam was right in every way. He was right for what he did, but he set the man up though. You gotta acknowledge the setup. You must acknowledge the setup. He set him up. Now, he probably didn't expect him to go at Stat Baby like that consistently and persistently. So he had to protect himself from a lawsuit. That's all facts. I'm not mad at Cam for doing what he did. But I'm not going to ignore the fact that he set the nigga up to be on there. He knew the nigga was drunk and he know how the nigga is. Tay saying, I don't think Jay Prince will let Shakur, Abdullah, or Keyshawn fight each other. Nah, that's going to fuck his money up. I agree with you. That's going to fuck his money up. But then again, You know, I think Key got to get it on with Shakur though, cause Shakur stepping all on his toes and walking all through his all through his kitchen, eating his food. The disrespect is crazy. Keyshawn new name gonna be Big Dummy. Keyshawn Lamont Sanford Davis, nigga. Keyshawn Lamont Sanford Davis. Real talk. Anthony Robinson, Teofimo Lopez Jr. is WBO reigning, definitely 140 champion. There's no way around this. Yeah, and that's why that's Keyshawn Davis's food. He's walking up there to get the most notable 140 contender. Why he ain't going at Gary Antoine Russell? You feel what I'm saying? Cool. You would get my respect if you win at Twan, nigga. Go at Twan with that dumb shit. Like, it's so obvious what this snake is doing, bruh. It's so obvious what this snake nigga doing, bruh. Top tier. Imagine Canelo with footwork like Oscar, possibly undefeated in my eyes. But that's if was a spliff. You know what I'm saying? He don't got footwork like Oscar. Never has. That's not Canelo's style. That's not who he is. That's like saying if Allen Iverson had LeBron James' height, he'd be the greatest player of all time, right? That's like saying if Kobe Bryant had Steph Curry's jump shot, he'd be the greatest player of all time, right? You can't say that. BC, what's good? Frank was number 3 in the WBA and won a WBA title eliminator. Frank deserves his shot at Tank. WBA title. Well, let's see. Frank coming back, ain't he? He got a comeback fight coming up this year. Boom. Top tier. Tank would have Duran punch drunk like you did Gamboa. Yeah. A Tank Duran fight would be a war. Duran can't knock. Tank got the most solid chin in the lightweight division, bruh. His chin is no joke. Duran won't be able to knock Tank out. He wouldn't knock him out. But I think Tank could knock him out, though. Anthony Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard is world champion everything. Gold medal, best everything. Yeah. Ray is like my number 2. He bounced between number 2, number 3, all-time pound for pound. Sugar Ray Leonard. Facts. I just don't think he's better than Floyd Mayweather. I don't think he's better than Floyd. You had Canelo winning or you thought Canelo was going to win? Because if you had Canelo winning that fight, you was drunk, my guy. You were drunk when you were watching that fight, my guy, if you thought he won that fight. Melcar, Devin has done more road work than them Ethiopian distance runners in the span for a few months. He got them Alabama dogs on his ass, pushing them out to run fast as possible. Bill Haney cheering them on too. Yeah, he do, man. He do. He definitely do. See Devin on the track and field running from German Shepherds. I heard Duran call quits out of frustration because Buddy kept running, but I don't know. I didn't see that fight. I just heard stories from older Mexicans. Bro, you got to watch the fight. It's on YouTube. Watch the fight. It's on YouTube. It's there for everybody to watch. He quit. Ray wasn't running. Ray was putting it on him. Ray was controlling distance. Then Ray started stunting on him, dancing and shit, right? Then he was like showing the bolo and catching him with the jab. Just crazy work. He was making him look like an amateur. He took him to school. But Duran still had moments when he was rocking Ray. It was just like Duran was frustrated, but that means he had quit in him. You don't quit a fight because you frustrated. If you quit a fight because you frustrated, that means you a quitter. Facts. Melcar, Scooter, as a boxer, which is more important, running or shadow boxing? It depends on your opponent. I think shadow boxing is essential. Like, that's essential. So I guess I would go with shadow boxing because that's just getting your style down. But you got to do the road work. You got to get your lungs right. Yeah, you need legs and lungs. So, yeah. But shadow boxing is a more essential. I would go shadow boxing. Just to say that, yeah, to answer your question, shadow boxing. But you can't really take road work out of the equation. Say Shakur not gonna go at Twan. Hell no, he not. We done heard them stories of him and Hitchens being scary. Facts. Yo, Twan got all them niggas shook. He got all them niggas shook. And that's that typical, like, that's that real DC nigga, right? Just calling niggas out that he think weak. That's what he doing. And Shakur gonna jump up in there and try to eat Keyshawn's food with that T.O. fight. Real sucker snake shit. And I know he eventually gonna hear this. He's eventually gonna hear it because his people fuck with me. They watch the show, right? So eventually he gonna hear it. Real sucker fuck nigga shit you doing. Taking advantage of your little homie who kind of stupid, right? Keyshawn Lamont Sanford Davis. Gary Antoine Russell is the most underrated KO artist in the game. And he has the skill to back it up. Facts. Twan, that dude. And you never gonna see Shakur even say his name. He ain't gonna act like that dude don't exist. And Richardson Hitchens is totally shook. Real talk. Like my man Tay was saying. Hitchens, like, you say the name Twan, Gary Antoine Russell, to Richardson Hitchens, he starts stuttering, right? He starts deflecting. He get ready he'll threaten to walk off the interview if you even say the name Gary Antoine Russell to him. Real talk. Real sucker shit. Twan was saying he'll come down to 35 and fight Shakur. And Shakur never responded. Shakur is not going to respond. Shakur knows what's up with that. DC in the house, baby. Yeah, you making Jersey look bad. Cool, you making Jersey look bad. DC in the house, baby. That ain't no Lamont Roach type nigga. Twan ain't no Lamont Roach. He really from the city. He really from Trinidad, Slim. Yeah, cool, know what's up. Canelo been in the ring with some real dog. Yeah, Canelo's resume is fire, bro. Canelo's resume is fire. That's why Canelo's one of the greatest fighters of all time. Facts. What you think about Sam Langford, Scooter? Because he fought Greb at lightweight, then fought Jack Johnson at heavyweight. I respect. Jack Johnson was ducking Sam Langford. He told Sam Langford, like, don't nobody want to see two niggas fight. Because, you know, Jack Johnson had a money machine fighting them white boys. They would go city to city looking for the great white hope. And it was a money printing machine. And Jack Johnson had some gangster ass white boys that had his back. That's why he could go to any bar or any establishment, tell any white boy in there, I'll beat your motherfucking ass, right? Holler at any white bitch, smash, and wasn't nothing you could do about it. Because the heavyweight champion of the world at that time was a distinguished title. Like, if you were the heavyweight champion of the world, you were definitely a somebody. You rolled in the company of kings, literally. Like, in which Jack Johnson did, right? You could sit at the table with presidents. Yes. You could drive through the streets as a black man in a fur coat with a white bitch on the side, speeding, and the police pull you over. And be like, nigga, what? You ain't gonna do shit to me. I'm heavyweight champ of the world. Ain't nothing you can do to me. And they couldn't do nothing to you. So yeah. And Jack Johnson wasn't gonna mess that up by fighting Sam Langford and letting him get into all that acclaim. Jack Johnson and the white boys that was controlling Jack Johnson's career, because he had to sign over 90% of his earnings to them white boys. So he was only getting 10% of everything he earned in that ring. But the protection he got as a black man and the privileges he got as a black man, I mean, that was money in and of itself. Jack Johnson, one of the greatest fighters of all time, in my opinion. Probably the greatest heavyweight champion in the world. Not because of everything he did in the ring, which was great. Everything he represented outside the ring. Jack Johnson was that guy. Real talk. Tony, I'm going to look that fight up this weekend. I believe it because dudes call Floyd a runner. And to me, he's the GOAT. Yeah, it's like, how you going to call Floyd a runner when he's standing right in front of you and you can't hit him? That's not running. That you call him a runner is hate. You either don't know boxing. See, there's a lot of boxing fans who say that, and I think it's based in racism, right? Me personally. And racism is a product of hate. So I think it's just like, it is what it is. On top of that, Floyd is the black guy that a lot of people don't like. He got money, he talks shit, and he back it up. People don't like a black man that talk big shit and then backs it up. And you can't even call the police on him. You know what I'm saying? Gary Antoine Russell starting to sound like the boogeyman at 140. He is, bro. He is. And like, he's been beat. He's been outboxed. I think it was a Rayo Valenzuela outboxed him, right? So you can beat him. But for some reason, they're afraid of him. They're afraid of him. Them old school fighter stories are movie material, Scooter. I hope one day I gain the power to create them stories for the world to view, because too many people have forgotten that. Yeah, we on the same page. We on the same page. I was at last night actually. I was at this party for Scissor Films. They was having they were streaming it live. They were having an air hockey tournament and shit. And I'm in there hobnobbing with other filmmakers, you know what I'm saying, networking and shit. And I made a few connections. And hopefully I met the right people to collaborate on my next project. So my next project is about a boxer. It's definitely, but it's a romance, so you got to watch it with your girl, right? It's a romance about a boxer. Yeah, shit gonna be fire too. The script is fire. The script is fire, I'm telling you. Yo, tell you, Mexicans not always talking about Mexicans not always talking about somebody running. I seen it happen in the amateurs also, because the Mexican style is face first, right? But then you got some Mexicans who smart, and they'll put the head movement in there. They're not just leading with their face. Yeah, but you know, it's hate. It's hate. Boom. If you respect all, you have to respect the hell out of Jack Johnson, because even Ali said Jack was crazy, and if crazy says something else crazy, you know it's definitely crazy. Yeah. I mean, like, it was because of the stuff Jack Johnson was doing in a time when it was very dangerous to be a black man in America. Like that's why we built different. The black American is built different. Right? It's genetic. Facts. They got the police department because of us. Like, facts. Boom. Oh, it's Puello. That's right. My bad. Tell you right. It was Puello. Puello beat him. That's right. You right. Jerry-O. Yeah, they corrected me, fam. They corrected me. Boom. Twan got to get that get back from Iceman. Yeah, I like to see that. Oh, that's right. Y'all right. He beat Valenzuela. You right. He beat his ass. That was the fight. Him and Gary Russell Jr. was in the corner, and that's what made me have a whole new respect for him, because that reminded me of me and my little brother. Like seeing them two dudes, I was like, man, I fuck with these niggas. Looking the way they were communicating in the corner, that shit was real as fuck, man. Benny Smith, what's good, man? What's good? Yo, if EJ can become champ at 54, he for sure should make a movie. AB is a AB movie would be fire though. Yeah, facts. If Tiger Johnson became what I think, he for sure should make a movie. Tank should have a documentary. Wilder and Wilder too. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of just being a boxer. It's a great story. That's why movies about boxers always work if done correctly. Because everybody likes the story. Because the boxer is coming from a place to where you had to fight to get it. And they literally got to fight to get it. So yeah, it's a lot there. It's a lot there for a good story. I think a Jack Johnson movie, like they had the Great White Hope, but it was based on Jack, but they didn't get the right, so they called it something else. But yeah, a Jack Johnson movie, I think it'd be fire though. It'd be fire. Yeah, stop, Ryo. I was wrong, top 10. I was thinking about Puello. Boom, boom. Boxing with 2-4. Floyd movie started from getting robbed in the Olympics to be fire. People that hate Floyd too much because Floyd keep winning too much. Floyd wins too much. He needs some. You got to have a boxer that actually going through something. Real talk. Floyd just be kicking ass too much. It's like Floyd would be the great bad guy for a boxing movie. If you're putting Floyd in a movie, he's got to be the bad guy. He can't be the hero. Ain't nobody gonna want to watch it. They be like, yo, what's this about? This is a movie about he'd be the invincible hero, right? You know the movie where the one dude just beats everybody up, no matter where he go. He takes no L's. No matter how many people he fighting, he takes no L's. People get tired of seeing shit like that. Mel Carr, you know how bad you know you bad when they have to construct a system to hold you back. Facts. Yeah, see, you in South Africa, you know about that. They had to construct a system to hold y'all niggas back too. That's why I feel the South African is the closest to the African American. It's just we built different. Mel Carr, I want a Sonny Liston movie. His story is tragic but beautiful in a sad way. Yeah, the mob. Yo, I want to do a joint showing how the mob came into power. Because, you know, the government allowed them to take from the Black Mafia. There was a Black Mafia. And the government didn't want that. So they allowed the Italian and Jewish mafias to go to war with Black mafias and take control of the Black Mafia. The TV show Fargo, the season they had Chris Rock in it, they touch on that subject, but they don't really dive deep into it. But they talk about it, especially the one scene, because the Italians, the cops would work with the Italians because guess what? They look white. They hate niggas. So that's what it was all about. And then you had a lot of the cops was Irish. You got the Irish mob. And they gave the Irish the police department. Why? Because the Irish used to be in the fields with the black people. They said, listen, we'll cut y'all a deal. Since y'all know these niggas so well, how about we make y'all the overseers? You don't get beat as much. You get better privileges. You get to tell the niggas what to do. You can even kill a few niggas and get away with it. They did it. The Irish sold out their black brothers. Sold them out. And so you got a lot of black people with Irish names too. A lot of these black people out here, black Americans, also a lot of black Americans have Irish blood as well. So to be a black American, you got the blood of the African, which I believe is the lost tribe of Israel. You got the blood of the lost tribe of Israel, right? You got the blood of the indigenous American native. And you may most likely also have the blood of the Irish in you, which is a fact. Yeah, reparations today. We need our reparations, Slim. 2-4. The Tank story low-key resemble the movie Southpaw in a way. I got to see that movie Southpaw. I heard that shit was... I haven't seen that movie, yo. I got to see that movie. Boom. Benny Smith. I think Bud fight a similar way Floyd did against Canelo. Look, Bud was more offensive minded, and Floyd actually it was similar but not the same. I put it like that, similar but not the same. Floyd actually was dealing with a more dangerous version of Canelo. The version Floyd was fighting was much faster with better footwork. Mail car. Sonny Liston went from the big boy getting whipped to the feared hoodlum and the feared Godzilla in the ring. Then a man beaten by Ali. Yeah. And he was taken out. What didn't he get murked? Didn't Liston get murked by the mafia? Y'all know one of my favorite boxing movies, the Don King story. The Don King story on HBO. If y'all ain't seen that, y'all should see that. That movie was fire, bro. That's one of my favorite boxing movies. Yeah, Benny Smith, true that. Yeah, Melcar. What's the name of the series with Kevin Hart, Sam Jackson, Taraji P. Henson, and Terrence Howard that touches on the black mob and its ties to boxing? Yeah, that's based on a true story. I forgot the name of that joint, but I seen it. I got to go back and see it. Like, it ain't coming to me off the top of the dome, but I seen the joint. That shit was pretty funny. It was about a robbery, too. Like, they had a party where all the big-time ballers was coming through, and these niggas stuck the party up, and they was still having guests pull up. So they, like, invite them into the party, then throw them down in the basement. All right, nigga, strip. You know what I'm saying? Just like, it was crazy work. Shit was fire. A lot of people went to sleep behind that, never woke up. Tay, Bud fought like Shakur to beat Canelo. He fought nothing like Shakur, Slim. Stop. He fought nothing like Shakur. Oh, Benny Smith. Yeah, that was the Don King story. Yeah, the American Dream. Yep. That shit was fire. I love that movie. Conspiracy says Sonny got murked because he was found to have OD'd. But the thing is, Sonny was known to be a deadly afraid of needles. Yeah, you know that. You dealing with the mob. You can't really trust shit. The mob. Dirty, corrupt, evil motherfuckers. And they all were rats. They all turned out to be rats at the end of the day. Because what people don't know about the mob is, just like America, right? Their power and structure was built off of black Americans. It started with the policy banks. The policy banks was basically the numbers, right? Which was a money printing machine. That's how Don King got rich. And so that used to be an all black thing. And the Black Mafia was becoming way too powerful. And I'm telling you straight up. And they had a lot of fucking money. The Black Mafia did. They started to really get scary when they started buying sports franchises and shit. Who you think was running the Negro leagues? Yeah. You gotta think about it. And who went after them? Italian and Jewish mafia. Italians took over the street shit, and the Jewish mafia took over the sports and the sports and the entertainment shit. Yeah, real talk. The Black Mafia was a real thing, and I think we should do a movie on that. Yeah, that's like unknown American history, and that's the type of history that scares white people, because the mafia was working directly with the U.S. government on two fronts. Overseas, they was taking care of Mussolini. They were controlling the ports of Italy, particularly the Sicilian ports, right? And that was with Lucky Luciano. And over here in America, they were helping take care of the black problem. The niggas. Real talk. The niggas were becoming too rich and powerful. So, and then the same time, the director of the FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, was saying that there is no mafia, right? J. Edgar Hoover said the biggest threat to America was the rise of black America. That's what Jay. So the feds wanted black people done with. They didn't give a fuck about no Italian mob. Matter of fact, the Italian mob was working for them. And their job was to take out the Black Mafia. And that's American history they don't tell you about. If you want to hear, like, follow my boy Al Prophet. I know Al Prophet. Like, real talk. His channel, Al is a wise dude. He breaks that shit down. He knows about this shit. White boy from Detroit. Real talk. And the mafia became so powerful that the feds had to turn on them. And they all turned into rats. Say Shakur is one of the only fighters who throw 2 jabs, then a looping hook. I seen Bud utilize that all night. Yeah, that was a fight. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that was, yeah, he was pawing it out there. Then he just whop, but he turned into it. Whop. Shakur never had that much pop on that hook. Now, actually, at 26 and 30, he was rocking niggas, but 35, it ain't the same guy. Yeah, I give you that. Milcar, the boxing really is the wild, wild west. Just with a pretty face and a suit, like all corporations. Yeah, boxing a 1099 sport. Those are all independent contractors. There is no pension plans. There's no none of that. You get what you get. And when you're dealing with money like that, you're going to get a lot of corrupt shit. Yeah, Benny Smith, you ain't know that about the mob. Yeah. It was all built off the Black Mafia. That was the one thing J. Edgar Hoover feared, because the Black Mafia was becoming very powerful and very wealthy. And they wanted to shut that down. Every time black people in America do some shit like that, that was their goal. The government was to shut it down. This is why reparations are a must. Like, if you're a black American, the only issue is reparations. I don't care who is with it, whether it's a Democrat or a Republican or a Libertarian, whoever the fuck it is, right? We can't afford to choose sides if they're not talking reparations. Boom, boom. Al Prophet, Tay. Al Prophet. A.L. Prophet. And when you go to his channel, tell him I sent you. Real talk. He covers Black and Italian Mafia shit. He got videos about it. And he touches on some of it. But like I say, I done chopped it up with Al Prophet. He knows all about it. Like, real talk. He knows all about what I'm talking about. And this dude studies gangster history. His company is called American Dope. This dude's, he made a living off of studying gangster history. White boy from Detroit. Mel Carr. Think about that. They took the Black Wall Street and the Black Mafia. Why you think they do? They did that because it's power, money and power. Money and power. You talking Wall Street, money, and money is power. You talking mafia, you talking like real money and power, the black market. So the Wall Street is the stock market. That's the up and up to your face market. But then you got the black market, right? And the black market, believe it or not, they operate similar to Wall Street. They got commodities and stocks. They just back it in a different way. Right? There is no Securities and Exchange Commission. You got gangsters with guns. Right? How y'all think Bitcoin blew up so fast? Bitcoin was backed by gangsters and guns. People was making drug transactions through Bitcoin. You get real deep. Yeah, the black market. Bitcoin blew up from the black market first. And now, who's on it now? Wall Street. Wall Street. They about to put everything in blockchain. They about to put real estate in blockchain technology. You want to buy a house, you have to buy an NFT. Yeah, a non-fungible token. Yo, hope y'all been investing in crypto. Real talk. Top tier. That will be a fire movie. The Real Black Mafia. Yeah, and how the U.S. government conspired with Italian, Jewish, and Irish mobs to take down the Black Mafia. We never stood a chance. We never stood a chance because they were backed by the U.S. government, bruh. And the issue was us getting money and having power. They've always had a problem with that. Always. Yeah, make sure you tell them, man. Tell them. Boom, boom. Bivol beat Canelo throwing them looping punches. That's Bivol's style, bruh. That pendulum style. Yo, Bivol, my nigga, man. Bivol is my nigga, bruh. He fights nothing like Shakur, cause Bivol don't run. He's very aggressive on that pendulum. Very aggressive. And like he'll even retreat a bit, but then he's coming right back at you. And you're right, all his hooks is loops. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, Bivol a bad motherfucker, bruh. Yeah, Bivol that dude, man. But yeah, tell you on there, you won't see none but gangster joints, gangster. Yo, Al Prophet, a real one. Al Prophet is definitely a real one. Boom, Scooter. I got this guy telling me that Canelo has been losing stamina after the 6th round because he hasn't been on clenbuterol since before the Bivol fight. Well, when you use steroids on the front end, you're going to pay for it on the back end. Like, real talk, anything that gives you power, it's going to take the power from your future. Think of it like that. If you taking any type of stimulant, I don't care if it's Viagra, clenbuterol, whatever, right? Anything that gives you power today is robbing power from your future. That's a fact. Think about it. That's why you want your power to come naturally from within, without performance enhancement, because it'll make you strong today, but you just took away from your future self. If you look at it like that. Yeah, Benny Smith, I'm telling you, Bivol, yeah, that's that pendulum, man. He's constantly bouncing, feet always separated. He never crosses his feet to move. He's bouncing to move. In and out. And you think about that, generating all that power. And he's not a knockout artist. But you got to respect his power. Boom, boom. We say Al dropped another video. Yeah, Al be dropping bombs, yo. He got documentaries on Prime too. Boxing with 2-4. I just tuned in on the movie Counterpunch. I don't know how. I ain't never heard of this. Counterpunch? I gotta find y'all giving me game on these boxing movies. I should watch more boxing movies too, since I done wrote a boxing movie. Melcar, yeah, that Soviet style is super underrated. I actually enjoy watching Bivol. Yeah, me too, man. Like, yeah, that Soviet pendulum, man. That pendulum style is amazing. Like, I love that style. I absolutely love that style of boxing. Haha. Tay say you watch Monster Fight this weekend. He looked juiced up. Japan different, man. Japan is different. Yep, them rapid straights are, vicious, man. Bivol is vicious, man. And like, he may not knock you out, but for some reason, they all respect his power. He keeps them backing up for a reason. Real talk. And I think he got robbed in the first fight with Beterbiev. In my opinion, he beat Beterbiev's ass twice. In my opinion. When anyway fighting America just before that, he wasn't that fast. Then the next fight, he fast as fuck. Yo, I'm telling you, Japan is different. The hand wraps, the stuff they allow, it's crazy work, yo. It's crazy work. Yo, who that Japanese girl that got kickboxing? What's her name? Mona? They call her Mona Teeth. Yo, she wild with them kicks. Shorty wild with them kicks. She do remind me of Chun-Li on Street Fighter. Yeah, Melcar, I don't care what y'all say. Anyway, it's still the most consistently exciting champion out there. Melcar, you've been watching so long enough. You know what I'm saying. Tank's biggest fight is Anyway. If I'm Tank, I'm putting Jake Paul on his ass. I'm going to go fight Logan Paul in the WWE. I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to fight Anyway. And that's all the money right there. That's money, money, money. Those are 3 huge fights. Huge fights. See what you talk about. When Anyway fought in America, he damn near sent that nigga to the shadow realm. Hilarious. Yo, Anyway, a bad motherfucker in my opinion. But you gotta admit, Melka X, they allow shit in Japan that they will never allow in America. That's what niggas is talking about. Like, I'm never gonna say Anyway is trash. He's an exciting fighter to watch. Right? He has flaws, yeah. But he got something that reminds me of what Tank got. When you catch him, he get mad, he get up and finish you. Anyway will get mad and finish you. Boom. Then he was taunting Buddy like Sasaki was taunting Norman. And we saw what happened with that. Boom. It should be undefeated. Yo, even though Norman was hitting Sasaki with big shots, he was still taunting and looked like he was getting stronger. He went to the hospital after that. He forgot what happened. Hey, speaking of that, slightly off topic, I heard they done locked up Rajah Jackson. Heard LA County picked him up. They got Rajah with assault. Younger might do some jail time. How much time y'all think Rajah getting? Think he getting a year? You think he getting a few months? Think he getting 30 days? Think he getting probation? It's the first offense. What y'all think? Y'all think Rajah Jackson should do some real time? I don't think he should do like years though. But he probably will be getting locked up. Let's not forget the young phenom Abdullah Mason going for his title shot. I'm calling a stoppage. Yeah, yeah. Mason and Noakes is the fight I really want to see, bruh. I really want to see that. OVS RJ, Rajah getting a year tops. I can see him getting a year. I can see him. He ain't gonna do the whole year though. And like he gonna be doing most of his time in county. He'll be doing his time in county. He ain't gonna be going like Chino and none shit like that. Boom. Young nigga better get a good lawyer, cause I'm not sure. I mean, hey, like first offense or whatever. And honestly, Rajah has a lawsuit against that wrestling company. Just think about it. Like, he went there and dude assaulted him first. And then they told him to go in there and fuck dude up. They didn't realize how much Youngin was going to crash out. But Youngin is not a professional wrestler. So he got assaulted on live stream, right? Everybody around him, it's like saying, yeah, you're gonna go in the ring, you're gonna get him back. Yeah, you can get him back. So what they put a battery in his back. And then his homie, the other dude in the cowboy hat, said, yeah, put that receipt on his ass, right? Putting another battery in his back. So now he got 2 batteries in his back, right? Then his dad calling, clowning him. You know, his dad is his bully, right? That's another battery. He's supercharged at this point. Then you got the streamers on your ass. Not the streamers, but the chat. The chat is roasting the nigga. Woo! Whoa. Like it was a setup for that. They set Psycho Stu up. They put a battery in this young nigga's back and set their employee up. Psycho Stu got a lawsuit. Not on Rampage, not on the Jackson family, but on that wrestling company. That wrestling company is 100% liable for what happened to Psycho Stu. Real talk. And if Youngin gets some time, I hope they don't try to bury this Youngin in jail, because he don't deserve that. He don't deserve that. Real talk. Benny Smith, it's probation, right? Like honestly, if I'm on the jury, I would not be trying to make sure if they look like they're gonna lock Youngin up for a long time. Nah, I ain't with that. I ain't with that. I don't want to see that young man get his life ruined for one mistake. When the wrestling company is at fault. The wrestling company is at fault in this shit. They are the most liable party in all of this shit. They got their employee fucked up, and they put a young man in there who is not a part of the show, in the show, who has no training in the shit, right? And they told him, get your lick back in the ring. That's what Youngin did. That's what Youngin did. Boom, boom. Tay said he trying to counter sue. His lawyer definitely Jewish. Yeah. If you get a good lawyer like Raja ain't gonna, even if he go to jail, he gonna get something, like something's about to happen. Cause he got assaulted. And they put him in there and they put batteries in his back. Right? So that he was advised to go fuck this nigga up. That's all I'm saying. I say one thing I know is when it's America, you better not fuck around in the center states, because the courts these days are looking shitty. Yeah, middle America. You don't want to fuck around in the Bible Belt either. You don't want to fuck around in the South. Yeah. Especially if you a nigga, you don't want to get locked up in Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, none of that shit. You don't want to fuck around that Texas. You don't want to fuck around in them states. Real talk, especially if you black. You really don't want to fuck around in them states. You gonna fuck around and find out. Real talk, West Virginia. Nigga, you don't want none of that shit. You don't want none of that shit. Yep, them sundown towns. You might not even make it to court in the sundown town. You might not even make it. You fuck around the sundown town and find out. We were talking. Them things are making a comeback. I mean, I had some OGs tell me in some places, man, they still got slaves. No bullshit. What you gonna do? You in a town that's in the middle of nowhere with some Andy Griffin type sheriff. Real talk. Andy Griffin, mean the sheriff is also the magistrate, and his brother is the deputy, right? And their dad is the judge, and their sister is the fucking public defender, and they're the richest people in the town, right? And their grandparents are like the town, like the town fucking what do you call that shit? The city council. Like, it's nothing you could do. You're fucked. And they all in the clan. You're fucked. Real talk. Melcar, Georgia, one of the places. Like, you got Atlanta, then you got Georgia. You can go to Georgia, you safest in Atlanta. Macon is black too. Macon blackly black. You got Atlanta, you got Macon, you got pockets, but bruh, you don't really want to fuck around too tough in Georgia. You tell him, Benny Smith, tell him Texas. That's like a sundown town hub. Top tier, who you taking, Fundora or Keith? I'm taking the Slender Man. I'm taking the Slender Man. Real talk. Last place, Maine. Yeah. You go up north. You go way up north. It's like being way down south in some cases, huh? Real talk. Milcar, the cousin owns the gas station. The uncle is the mayor. That's facts. The mom is the doctor. The brother is the deputy. Basically means you're fucked. You ain't nothing you gonna do. You got no rights. That courtroom is a setup, and you're lucky to have made it to court. And that means they're just gonna throw you in slavery. Real talk. Yeah. But Cali, you got some, like, Cali is a little different. It's a very, very liberal, right? So it's not like the South. You got racist people out here, no doubt, right? But it's not like the South, Slim. It's not. It's nothing like the South. I know the South well. But you got some really racist motherfuckers out here in California. In California, especially like LA, you'll get these racist people who will pretend to be liberals, but they don't like niggas. Like, they down with the Rainbow Coalition. They down with every minority other than niggas. They hate black people. Racist as fuck, right? But they'll act like they liberal. Real talk. That's what you got to watch in Cali. Cali, you got them snakes. They hiding who they really are. But then they go back home. That's when the masks come off. Benny Smith. Yo, thanks for pulling up, Benny Smith. Yeah, we up all night. Boom. Milcar X, the only nigga there is Uncle Ruckus. And he the same one. Lynch that nigga. Hell yeah. They put that nigga on the police department. He worse than the white boys. You do not want to be in a town like that with a black sheriff. He is worse than the white boys, bruh. Whoo. You do. He'll be the first one whipping your ass. Like, I ain't even bullshitting. That'll be the one that'll kill you. Real talk. Yeah, we up all night, man. We up all night. Rocking out, man. Rocking out with the Ghost Rider of boxing. What's good? Boom. That's what we have a lot of in South Africa. The snakes trying to slither and be slick, smiling in front of you while stabbing you in the back. Yeah. Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. South Africa is the closest Africans to African Americans, in my opinion. Because a lot of the South Africans, I got some homies. I was in DC, couple of homies. Talk, and damn, man, I forgot his cousin name, man. That was my nigga too, bro. These was niggas, bro. These was niggas. It wasn't like, yeah, so, you know. Yeah. We is up all night. Hell yeah. Show, man. I've been on like 2 hours. I'm about to wind it down. It's either crabs in a barrel or slick white peoples. So God who you trust. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, ain't a game out here. Ain't a game out here. But yo, I'm about to call it a night. It's been real. God bless everybody. You rocking with us, we rocking with you. Scooter Powell, the casual boxing fan, aka the Ghost Rider of boxing. Peace.